I want to make the biggest comeback in boxing history. So what I want to do is I want to get 2 of these fights down under my belt, you know, and get the timing ready and everything. And then my 3rd one, I want to call out Floyd Mayweather.
I think there's a lot of people that would be interested in a rematch between you and Mayweather. Doesn't sound though like Floyd, after his Logan Paul experience, is all that interested in getting back in the ring.
Well, look, I mean, I think Floyd, after that exhibition he did with Logan Paul, I think Floyd has. I think he's feeling like he has to prove something once again inside the boxing ring. So, look. If I come out okay, my body feels great. I'm telling you, my jab is feeling faster than ever. I think it's the 15 years that I didn't use it. I think it's feeling better than ever. So if I feel good in these next 2 fights that I have, I'm going to go out there and call Floyd.
Mayweather Promotions CEO pulls a 187 on the crap from Oscar De La Hoya. Says Mayweather Oscar Part 2 would never happen. Explains why. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's jump right into the content. Subscribe for the latest and greatest in boxing. This is your one-stop shop for all your boxing. My name is Ego. I drop content like this daily, so buckle up. You guys should enjoy it. Let's get into today's topic. So a boxing reporter says Oscar De La Hoya is targeting Floyd Mayweather to come back to the ring. #boxing. Mayweather Promotions quickly jumps on the horn and responds to this before it grows legs. Mayweather Promotions says, "Let me kill this crap before some of the media run with this nonsense. Ain't happening under no circumstances. He know damn well Floyd would never allow him to make a penny off of him. If he has a fighter that wants to make a fight against one of ours, now that's different." He continues, "Good for him, but I can assure you one thing, and you can mark it down. Floyd Mayweather would never, ever, ever allow Oscar De La Hoya to make a effing dime off of him. Ain't happening, I promise you that, 100. A fan still pushes the issue, says, "Wouldn't Floyd be making money off Oscar too? Oscar has his fans." Leonard ELLERBE reiterates, "It ain't never happening." Now, my thoughts are, this appears to be very desperate times for Oscar De La Hoya. First, they said he was coming back July 3rd, right before the 4th of July. And then now they pushed it back, said he's coming back. The Floyd fight was like in the early 2000s when Chingy was out. "At the Holiday Inn, it was word how we met, right? I love the way you do that right there. This was like a long time ago. Oscar and Floyd have since retired. Oscar has had stints in like rehab or appeared inebriated and stuff like that. And now out of nowhere, he says he's coming back. So I think the ship has sailed. And it's funny to see fans, like, I get it, like Mike Tyson's coming back and Floyd came back for Logan Paul. But you just heard from Leonard ELLERBE, who's the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, longtime friend and CEO of Mayweather Promotions, and he's saying Floyd would not allow it simply because he won't allow Oscar to make money off of his name. And I don't blame him. Over the years, Oscar De La Hoya has capitulated this like effort to constantly bring up Floyd and diss him. Floyd already beat him. He's no longer a pro fighter. And you guys heard the clip at the beginning. De La Hoya is using Floyd's name to generate buzz for whatever he's doing. And it's sad because nowadays you're seeing a lot of clout chasing. And you would typically think it would be from just like the Ryan Garcias and the younger crowd, but it's happening in the form of Oscar De La Hoya. Now, the other thing that I just don't get is the fact that Floyd Mayweather, as an active fighter, like when he fought Pacquiao, people said, "Oh, this was the worst thing I've ever watched," and this, that, and the third. And get out of boxing, you're boring, you're a runner. You know, all the usual hate that Floyd got. Easy work, I ain't got to worry about. But when Floyd pops up to fight Logan Paul, everyone seems attentive and paying attention. Everybody watched the Gotcha Hat and Floyd going off, and people watched the fight. Celebrities showed up to the fight, right? People, they couldn't. So the point I'm making is people, they said they couldn't wait for Floyd to get out of boxing, and now he's happily retired, making money at his leisure, you know, doing the events that he wants. He already beat Oscar, and now they're still using Floyd Mayweather's name. So something more to the picture. And this is a classic old media move. You know, they'll tell you that even Mayweather protege, Gervonta Davis, who's fighting this weekend, make sure you order the Showtime pay-per-view. They say Gervonta Davis, he's not this and he's not popular and this and that, and no one cares about his fight. They're hating, saying he's fighting for a secondary title, but Canelo Alvarez fought Rocky Fielding for a secondary title. And at the end of the day, people still talk about Tank Davis. You know, people are still gonna, I know I'm watching the fight. And now you have Oscar De La Hoya, who's pretty much clout chasing Floyd Mayweather's name. And it makes you wonder what is really up with Golden Boy. It seems like they do not have preferential treatment over there at DAZN, where they're currently at. And it seems like they give the keys to the city for Eddie Hearn, and he has clearly the bigger budget. You got to look at the small things. De La Hoya, and it's sad because De La Hoya's actually had Golden Boy. They put on better fights, in my opinion, this year than Eddie Hearn. Golden Boy has put on Maurice Hooker, Virgil Ortiz, Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. Also, you had the fight with, you know, a dramatic climactic ending. Gabe Rosado just knocked out Beck the Bully and stuff. But I'm just going off of what I see. It seems like Eddie Hearn, if you watch his press conferences, they got fancy lighting and elaborate backdrops. And you see more of a concerted effort from DAZN to advertise Eddie Hearn events. Like they post more. When Maurice Hooker and Virgil Ortiz were fighting, Virgil Ortiz is considered one of the rising stars. And you didn't really see much of a push until fight week about that particular fight. So it makes you kind of wonder what's up with Golden Boy and like what's their next move. Beck the Bully just lost. They don't seem to have it in good with DAZN, especially since Canelo left. I want payday, you want payday, I know that. Right? Ever since Canelo left, it seems like DAZN is fronted on Oscar and Golden Boy. And now Oscar's resorted to having to use Floyd Mayweather's name to kind of generate a buzz, and it's quickly been shot down from Mayweather Promotions. So like I said, between Canelo leaving, Ryan Garcia, he's not necessarily in the favorable light because he pulled out of his last fight for mental health issues, and that was received weird. And, you know, top guys like Beck the Bully, they have like a couple guys that are like holding the torch, you know. Ryan Garcia, I guess, Virgil Ortiz. Beck the Bully just lost, people like that. So we'll see. You know, we'll see what's next. But as far as Floyd Mayweather, it's not going to happen. So it's just clout chasing. And that's a nice shot. A nice shot, yo. Just clout chasing per Mayweather Promotion. And after all these years of like antagonizing and dissing Floyd, saying this guy will beat him and, you know, I'll whoop Floyd, and I did a video, you see May 25th, 2017, Oscar De La Hoya rips Floyd Mayweather, right? So I talked about all this. And in this, he wrote a long letter. Dear Floyd, get out of the sport. You're hurting the sport. You're ruining the sport. And now, years later, look at Floyd's making a bag with Logan Paul, and De La Hoya is making a comeback. So again, it makes you raises questions about Golden Boy in the future and their business. And now he's like using Floyd Mayweather's name for promotion, which again has quickly been shut down by Mayweather Promotions. And here's the letter from 2017. He says, now I know the critics say I'm writing this letter because my company is promoting an outstanding year of boxing. Canelo Alvarez is fighting Triple G. So the year that Canelo Triple G won was going to happen. And Floyd announced that he was fighting Conor McGregor. You know, he wrote this long letter. It says Floyd and Conor's motivation is clear as money, blah, blah, blah. So he spent all this time like hating on Floyd and Conor McGregor for basically coming back and doing a fight, said it was a circus and things in that nature. And then now De La Hoya, who hasn't fought in probably 15 years or whatever it's been since the Pacquiao loss, he's trying to come back and have his own circus on Triller with concerts and stuff like that. So desperate times call for desperate measures, it appears. Leave your thoughts with me. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.